We've all been there. We are watching our favorite history channel when they show a story about some poser who fought in World War I with only a sword and a bow. We think to ourselves, ha, couldn't be that hard. Then proceed to put down our bag of randomly assorted Cheetos, Fritos, and Doritos. Then hop on World at War to prove our true superiority. Because everyone knows that video games convert to real life. I begin by selecting start a new game, because that is how you start a new game. And I've never played through the entire game, so I don't have access to all the levels. I select recruit difficulty, because I'm a little bitch and we've been over this already in the past. I watch the opening cutscene. Then I remember I hate watching cutscenes and proceed to skip all the cutscenes that allow me to skip them. I then meet Masahiro Sakurai, the creator of Metal Gear Solid. He asks me for the floor plans of the Death Star. Then Darth Maul tells me not to answer him. I am mute, and therefore this was very unnecessary and ableist. Like, imagine if some random white dude on YouTube mistook an in-game character that looks nothing like you for you, and then proceeded to make the wrong video game reference because he's just that stupid and fucking ignorant. Like, what an idiot. And it seems as though these characters understood my feelings as they proceeded to cut the throat of the low-life scum who just made fun of me for being mute. Fucking deserved if you ask me. He then begins to lean in for a kiss with me, when we are rudely interrupted. The man who stopped me from losing my virginity then hands me a gun. But since I am anti-gun, I proceed to murder everyone in my path with a knife, like the true saint I am. But not before teabagging one of the dead bodies, as this is the proper burial ritual where I'm from. After rampaging through countless men, which I count as a mercy knowing what is soon to come, I reach the hardest part of the game, the fucking ambush. I died here more times than Bill Murray could kill himself. But finally, on his 500th attempt, Rat Fuck got this run. It was then back to guns blazing as I took out every single infidel with a knife to the back, planted the train to go boom, and ran away to safety. But not before the real Jack Churchill could slice me in the back and then immediately get killed like the pathetic life form he is. As I began the second mission, I realized how much I regretted all my life decisions. Like, who sits down for hours to write, record, and edit a YouTube video that only like 2 people will watch? Me. That's who. We began our invasion of some random-ass Japanese-controlled island, I guess, and began Operation Leapfrog. I started hopping around, as according to the operation manual, and stabbing everything in sight. Then I died. I tried again, and died again. So I tried again, died again, tried again, died again. I think you get the picture at this point. After about 15 deaths, I finally decided to just have my squad take the lead as I sit back and cry for my mommy like the little bitch baby I am. This lasted for all of 2 seconds, however, before I began bunny hopping and slicing my way through more men than a deranged serial. Alright, so I had to cut this joke because it was too topical. This is terrible, by the way. So the original joke was bunny hopping and slicing my way through more men than a serial killer at a gay bar. Sorry, I have COVID. But... so, like, it was supposed to be a Jeffrey Dahmer joke, and granted, I wrote this 5 months ago. I wrote this before Jeffrey Dahmer and before the gay nightclub shooting that just recently happened. So I'm cutting this joke because of that. I guess I didn't necessarily cut it. I'm not saying it in a joking way. I'm just saying that that was what was originally here, but I made the decision to cut it. And I'm explaining why there was that little bleep sound cut right there. Because I have already recorded up until mission 3. And I just finished this challenge. And I just finished writing all of this. Literally the 27th of November. And, you know, when I went back to read and listen to what I had recorded, I was all like, oh, fuck me. And now I'm here. So yeah, you know, just Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy for shooting up a gay nightclub. Fuck you. After making sure their lineage ended with them dying and me keeping their balls as a trophy, we marched forth and straight into more gunfire. Wow, what a surprise. After running around like a chicken with his head cut off, I finally made it into the MG's nest, where I proceeded to stand around for 5 minutes trying to figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to do because I'm illiterate and don't like listening to authority figures. After figuring out I had to blow people up, I gleefully watched as their bodies went flying and finally completed the mission. But then some random guy died and stole all my murderous thunder. I died many times in the third mission. Here are some of the highlights.
Blend going up the USPS. He's moving through right now. Going to be checking this right. Oh, a grenade thrown but misses. 0 damage dealt to Blaine. Blaine going for the shot, going for the peak, and he's reloading. 12 and it's 0. 12 in the mag, 0 in the life ball. Blaine is being lowered into his casket. His family is crying. They're lowering him into the grave. There's no bell attached to his finger. He cannot ring for help. He is dead. He is suffocated. He is dying. He sees a light at the end of the tunnel. He passes through. Silence. Nothing. No sound. No sensation. Complete non-existence.
When it came to the flamethrower part, I panicked and threw my grenades. It worked. Then the RPG tank section happened. I panicked, threw grenades, and when that didn't work, I ran through the battlefield like Wonder Woman, except far less elegant and with a lot more death. Then the holding section came. I didn't panic. That was until 10 minutes passed we were still stuck fighting the same losing battle. I tried throwing grenades, but that didn't work. I tried restarting the checkpoint to throw grenades differently, and that didn't work. I finally realized the only way to pass was to use the anti-air gun to destroy the tanks. So I took my frustration out on the tanks and the lowly human scum in front and behind them. When I was done, a firebombing flew by, killing anyone who was left. Starting the 5th mission, I quit out of the game before the game could save after the 4th mission accidentally deleted my 4th mission footage, making me annoyed twice in one day. Tally of annoyance will only get higher as things progress. I see some useless fucks get killed in front of me, start wiggling as much as possible in hopes I get killed as well, then see a dude tell me to be quiet. I'm told to grab a rifle and shoot the soldiers in front of me after the planes fly by. I comply, as I've already tried not to shoot them before but lost that footage cause I'm stupid. After killing more men, I almost get burnt alive, then I get turned into Swiss cheese cause this dumb fuck won't move his ass. After getting killed by some dogs, and immediately taking my revenge, I kill the Germans' leader, and then narrowly escape death by diving into a river. I feel like I still haven't failed the mission since a rifle is just a more powerful bow, but who am I to judge? People can marry the opposite sex? People aren't all transitioning to be the opposite gender? It's like the world has gone to shit if you ask me. The conservatards are taking over, man, I swear. Anyways, now to actually talk about Mission 5. It starts off all fine and dandy. My dream of becoming a big, mean Nazi femboy's fuckhole is in my grasp when the numbers start flying in and my imaginary friend kills my Nazi captors before picking me up like the perfect pretty princess I am. Jesus Christ, I can't even tell if these are jokes or not anymore. I'm honestly losing my sanity. So anyways, I started stabbing. I cut off the balls of so many Nazis and giving the bastards a run for their money and scalps. And it was all fine and dandy until the tank nation attacked. I tried running past the tanks, which worked, until it didn't. So then I just blew them up, and then I teabagged a Nazi in the barn. Then came the final fight. I once again began giving the bastards a run for their money with the amount of balls I was cutting from these Nazis, and I never once used a single fucking gun for this fight. Guess I'm just that much of a Chad gamer. And yeah, I made it to the end of Mission 5. Moving on to the 6th mission, we take a note from the Nazis and begin burning anything we see as a threat. This joke will come back later because I'm unoriginal, just like Call of Duty. We start off the mission with a flamethrower and a rifle. If you decided to skip to this part of the video, why? But also, I will not be using either weapon, because that's illegal. I barely have my knife license since I already have a strike for stabbing a preschooler. But I mean, come on, the kid had it coming. Teach that little bastard to call me mean names. This mission is one of the more straightforward ones. Run at enemies, stab them, kill them, get killed by them, rinse and repeat until victory. The next mission, Mission 7, was also extremely straightforward. Hide behind tank. Let tank do most kill. Don't know, no, never learn, nothing, none, any, no way English. Die, retry, until end reach. Gain brain. Monkey learn. Monkey do. Monkey big brain. Monkey capitalist. Monkey evil. Monkey smart. Monkey win. I don't know what any of that was. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Anyway, mission 8. I'm losing my mind and we still have 6 more missions after this one. I am fucked. Although, this mission might have been the easiest one to complete, and I think I performed something no one has ever done before. Completing a mission while failing an objective. So yeah, moving on. Mission 9 was a pain in my ass. I had actually already completed it, but then my PC decided to run out of memory, corrupting the video file and forcing me to redo the mission. A mission I had just completed with almost zero effort became one of the hardest missions of this stupid fucking challenge. I died so fucking much, but in the end, it didn't even matter. I finally beat it, and without killing anyone with a gun. Shout out Linkin Park. So, mission 10, same shit, different mission. Run, knife, run, knife, run, die, spawn, knife, all the way until I win. Moving on. Mission 11, almost fucking done, but this mission is impossible to beat without shooting the guns. I made it pretty far my first run by shooting near the enemies or shooting them till they were pretty low, but I ultimately died during the save the people part. It took me quite a few attempts, but I did finally beat this mission. And, if you think about it, airplane guns are just flying, powerful, fully automatic bows, so did I really fail? Alright, mission 12. Let's do this. This one is totally possible to beat without using a gun, but I had lost my patience around this point in playing, so I just used the flamethrower and fucked all the Japanese up. For America, baby. The end. Mission 13. This one, I actually played properly and used the knife to kill everything in my path. The ending of the mission was a little difficult and caused me to die a couple times, but besides that, I was able to beat the American campaign without using a gun, except for when I used a gun. Mission 14 was pretty easy, until the final part, just like every other mission. Taking this fucking building was the bane of my existence, but after countless deaths, I pulled it off and moved on to the final mission. After finally taking the fucking building, we went through murdering up some Nazis, yuck, and then came to the balcony portion. I threw so many nades and Molotovs, and after finding a head on a stick with a playing card and waiting for, and I'm not joking, 6 minutes, the bots finally cleared the mission objective for me, allowing me to move on without shooting my gun. Once we reached the ground floor, it was just chucking nades and tovs at the Flammenwerfer and stabbing my way up to the roof. Then I reached the roof, got shot up, somehow survived, replaced the Nazi flag with the Russian one, and I didn't beat World at War without shooting a gun. I've learned of some skips that may be possible to allow for me to beat this game without shooting, but the airplane mission is not one that I can skip. So I don't believe it will ever be possible to beat this game without shooting a gun. Thank you for watching.